how might other European countries respond to France's call for greater defense independence?
Well, first of all, you have to decide, the Europeans have to decide whether they really want greater defense independence. They say they do, but their actions are ambiguous. They are always running to the United States to say, you have the military power that we need in order to defend us if everything goes wrong. And I don't think after 80 years of the NATO alliance, there is sufficient independence of thought to allow a break or at least a weakening of the transatlantic link. And this is the problem. It's not military, it's psychological. Europeans are psychologically dependent, or European politicians are psychologically dependent, as are the military, on the United States.
On the United States. Yes, sir, go ahead.
And for instance, this force of contemplating, the British and the French, to deploy in Ukraine, this force is a plan, but they're seeking the United States military cover in terms of air defense, in terms of intelligence, in terms of even logistics. And so the military always say to the politicians, we cannot do this without the United States. And I think that's the problem, the psychological dependence and the capability dependence on the United States. It will not be easily broken.
Dr. Singer, what are the potential geopolitical consequences if Europe succeeds in establishing a fully autonomous defense system?
Oh, this is for Europe. You mean Europe?
Yes.
Or you mean what? For Europe, oh wow, this is can really open like a new arms race, you know, between Europe and the United States and Russia and China. So
and this could widen the scope of conflict.
Yeah, yeah. This is coming, you know, because you know this is kind of, you know, like that advantage that United States really taking that advantage to keep Europe in its side. So now, if Europe, it's really a new challenge of the United States, mean that this is a new policy, new changing, a new global politics. So it seems to me like it's pretty hard that you can imagine there is like a split between Europe and the United States. It seems to me like Donald Trump is shaking the system just to encourage Europe to increase their spending in military, encourage Europe to increase their security responsibilities with the United States. But of course, I can really mind Trump, that really Trump needs really to withdraw Russia from China,
yes.
You know, aside, or
yes.
China alliance. So I can understand that is, you know, that United States, you know, was working hard long time ago to bring Russia to be part of Europe, not really away from Europe. But the question now about the Russians, they made their decision to be an independent country. They don't really like to be a part of Europe or a part of United States, you know, influence. This is a different than, you know, mindset in America. They need really to bring Russia because, yes. You know, the Russia GDP is pretty small compared to United States and compared to even the major countries like France or Germany. It's about like 5 trillions. Russia is about 2 trillions for GDP. This GDP.